So this is episode 1 of my Lego City series that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be completely revamping the series, the city, sorry. It's going to be over 30 episodes, so make sure you like, subscribe, to keep in touch with all of the episodes I'm going to pump out on this series, but I've got a load of other series planned. Really cool things that I've come up with. Recreating Andy's room from Toy Story, Brooklyn Nine-Nine office, which is one of my favourite TV shows. But if we talk about the city, what I'm going to be trying to do is completely redoing the roads layout, revamping my mocks of the Apple building, the fire station, which we'll get into later, revamping my bank and actually putting an inside and an interior into that. But I'll show you how I keep it down from a budget point of view, because when you're doing a Lego city, it gets very expensive. You can see I've got my diner, my jazz club, Sanctum Sanctorum, a custom build of the Tower Bridge set, which was a rebrickable model. This is kind of my workstation where I film the videos and all of the parts that need sorting. All shelving with Hogwarts, Artemis 5, and so on and so forth. When you look at my roads, there's the grocery store, Lego, Birch Books, Daily Bugle, Palace Cinema, Assembly Square, and the Bricklink Designer Program Brick Cross. There's my custom fire station. This is a model that I created based on a building in Chester in the UK, and I need to incorporate all of these 3 buildings here. They're just on the side, never been incorporated. So it really needs a proper full revamp when I need to look at this. As you can see, I'm pointing out some of the lighting that I do underneath the shelves. This is where I sort all my parts, and I'm going to be doing a series on how I've sorted that. And how you could sort it based on the size of the parts that you've got. So if I just move the crane out of the way, that's kind of giving the illusion of construction. I've got a 24 by 32 row plate system. Basically I do that to cut down on grey tile. So if I save 4 studs at either side, it means I can save quite a significant amount of grey tiles, which is probably one of the most expensive parts to buy in bulk. You know, it's 10p per piece, and it's just too much. So when you add it over a base plate, it's very expensive very quickly, especially if you're doing even a city of this size. So if I cut 8 studs out here as well, and there, and another 8 studs on another road, it effectively gives me another base plate to work with. So it allows me to build more buildings, cut down on just useless road that you don't need. One thing I'm going to do is get rid of these tables here, replace them with full IKEA tables. I've got a few spare down there, and fully redo this room because it really needs a full revamp. It was a project I started around 2 years ago, stopped it, cleaned it up over the Christmas period, and now I want to really get into it. So you can see I'm pointing out some of the little references I've tried to include, but I've got a bunch of minifigures that just need to be placed, but I don't want to do it right now. I've got cars in there that I've picked up through bulk buys on Facebook Marketplace. Wouldn't have been a set I normally buy, but they just came with bulk bits. And then, probably reorganise the shelving in here, really make it the Lego room that I kind of wanted it to be 2 years ago, but just never really got round to doing it. What you can see like a bit of red, but a bit of black. That's just plate that I use underneath to make it look good. Quick look of my Apple store that I did, and quick glance at the fire station in a bit more detail. These are all custom builds based on a few buildings I got from Google Images, Lego shop. I mean, you would expect me to know what one of them looks like based on the amount of Lego I've bought over the years. It needs some improvements, but again, that'll be all part of this, improving it, adding some scenes into here, because at the moment it's very dead. There's not really a lot going on, doesn't really give a full sense of the story. So this is just a quick overview. I've got a video lined up, one every week, a few shorts, other series, so make sure you keep watching, and watch next week for when it's completely dismantled.